So it was like, you have to pay a down payment of $500. On top of that, you have to pay for your own travel, which this place was not in my city or state at all. It was definitely about 6 hours away. You had to pay for your own travel, and you had to pay for your own hotel and your own food. And then on top of that, you have to pay $2,100 for talent.
Tell the world about you just so they can get jealous. And if you see it before I do, tell I wish that I met. Turn on the lights.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy Austin, back with another YouTube video. And today guys, I'm going to be telling you a story time about how I was scammed out of about almost $900 to $1,000. Before we get into this video, I'm going to say that I'm going to start giving shout outs in my videos again, but it's going to be a little different. I'm not going to do the emoji thing anymore. I'm going to be doing it to people who subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and who leave a comment down below in the comment section. I'm going to be choosing someone out of the comment section to give a shout out to, and it's going to be on every one of my videos from now on. So if you want to be able to get that shout out, make sure you subscribe to me, turn on my post notifications, like the video, and leave a comment in the comment section. The best comment will get a shout out in my next video, and I'm going to start doing this each time. Without further ado, probably time for me to get into this story time. Alright, so this happened. Oh, okay, this dog is gonna sit here and eat as I'm talking. So y'all might hear a little crunch noise in the background. But this started last year, literally. Alright, so for the people who've been following me for a while, you guys know that I want to be an actor. I've always dreamed of being an actor. That's why I like doing this YouTube thing. That's why I like doing this social media thing, because it's like acting without being on the grand scale, you know. So I kind of really enjoy doing it. But last year, you know, I was like, I want to take a leap and go and do something for real. Like I want to get on TV. I want to start doing work, like, you know, getting my resume up basically. So I took, over the summer, I started looking at a lot of different agencies, like talent agencies, so I could start getting, like, you know, work that, you know, most people can't get unless they have an agency. So, you know, I was submitting my pictures, because, you know, I take pictures and I have a professional camera. I was like, you know, I'll take my own pictures and submit them, and, you know, my height and all that, I'll just submit them to different, you know, companies or whatever. And then I had came across this company that's in my city. I'm not going to disclose this company because, you know, I'm not trying to get in no legal battles or anything with anybody. But, yeah, so I was like, okay. And I had scrolled down and I saw they were having open calls, like, the very next week coming up. So I was like, should I go? Like, am I ready? Can I act in front of people like that? And then all that stuff. You know, I was like, you know what? I was going to just go ahead and just go do it. So I told my parents about it. My dad said he would come with me. So I was like, cool. So I was getting ready that day to go. And I went, and, you know, they had us do a model walk. I really don't know how to model walk because I just don't. Apparently for guys, you literally just walk normal, just with straighter form. I don't know. So I did that, and then we were supposed to read like a little script or whatever to the person. But this was all in the same room, so everybody could hear you, everybody could see you. It wasn't like you go into a different room. No, this is all in the same room. So that added a lot more pressure to it too. But they were like, oh, if you got it, we'll give you a call, da 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 da. So I ended up getting a call saying that I got it and to come in, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm happy, I got it. So, you know, I'm excited. You know, I'm thinking, oh, I'm finna start getting work and all this stuff, all that. So I get there, and there's a contract, obviously, and I read over the contract. It's like, oh, we will get this percentage of your work if you get this much and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'm not really worried about the money right now. I'm really worried about getting myself out there. So I looked at it, and then it was like, oh, you have to pay. You have to pay either this full $800 and something now, like $885, like today. I was like, today? I don't have the money to pay for that today. Or you can do like every week you pay this much, which was like, I don't know, every week you pay like $125, or every week you pay like $200 or something like that. until you reach the 800. So we obviously took every week we paid like 150 like something until we reached the $800. So then with that was come with classes so that you could get your work better or whatever. So every weekend for like 4 weeks I did these classes. They were very mediocre classes. It's like, let's say you go to a place and, okay, let's say for example the model walking class was literally, we got there and we walked the entire time. Like you didn't do anything else, you just walked. You literally just walked. You walked for an hour. You walked back and forth for an hour in this L shape, just for an hour. You just kept walking. You and a group of other people just walking. So I was like, all right, I guess it's a class, you know. I'm guessing, you know, just getting you a feel for it. Then we came back again for this acting class. It was like, they gave us a script and we were there for about an hour and we like, I don't know, practice with other people. Like, you know, reading a script. That's about it for that. And then you performed it at the end. And, you know, they gave you like little small critiques. And they were like, oh, keep coming back for classes, keep coming back to classes so that you can, you know, get the full engagement of our agency. And I was like, okay, cool. So then again, after that, we had a like a face class to get your face picture ready so that you know how to take pictures better. Like learning different tricks to do with your face and poses and stuff, like a pose class basically for pictures. I mean, it was cool. They took the pictures with our phones. They didn't even have like any lights or anything set up for like pictures. They literally took the pictures with our phones. Okay. And it was like not even a well lit room at all. Like the lighting was terrible when they took the pictures anyway. So it's like the pictures weren't even usable. So then after that, in the end, you got a photo shoot. So I went to the photo shoot. You're supposed to bring 3 different outfits. I brought 3, changed 3 times, you know, got all the pictures. I saw the pictures. The pictures looked great, but you were only allowed to get 2 pictures. Every other picture after that, you had to pay like $50 to $75 for it. And I was like, what did I pay $800 for, you know? So I'm like, nothing that we did really had anything like beneficial so far. So I was like, you know, it's just the beginning, you know, they're just prepping us. So, you know, after that, it was done. Like you didn't do anything else. Or like you were supposed to keep coming back to classes, but like I was gonna continue to waste gas to go to classes that made me feel like mediocre. Like it didn't really accentuate anything. Like classes are supposed to like really accentuate and like get on you like, oh, you need to start doing this, you need to start doing like the model walking class, all that, like it wasn't doing anything. Like it was cool, but it wasn't really that great. So after a while, you know, I'm waiting, you know, haven't heard from them. I hadn't heard from them in like a month. I was like, wow, so did I just waste $885 on something that's not even finna benefit me? So like every so often they'll send the email for something, and I got this email one time for this gig, this modeling gig thing, and you don't even get paid. So I was like, okay. And you have to wear your own clothes. So I was like, okay, this is what normal people do in the beginning, I guess. They don't really get provided clothes. They have to wear their own stuff and all this. So I get there, you know, I have my change of outfits, all that. We practice, we rehearse. And the person, she just seems so unengaged. Like she's not even engaged in what we're doing. She's like angry. Like people, like one time someone, like the formation of what we were doing was messed up, and like someone had went when they weren't supposed to, and the person behind me told the lady, he was like, hey, blah 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 went when they shouldn't have to, is that okay? Like, and she was like, I don't know, I don't care. Like, you don't care? How do you not care? This is your show, right? This is something you're putting on with your own people, right? You should care. So that kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, you don't care. Okay. So then after that, at the end of it, she called me over to them, and she was like, oh yeah, Austin, you did a great job. But this gotta go. That's exactly what she did. I promise you, That's exactly what she did. She rubbed her face. She made she did her finger on my face like a circle like this and said, "This gotta go." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "This." And I was like, "Are you talking about my facial hair?" And she was like, "Yeah, gotta go." I was like, "Huh? What?" So like, I was really deterred on if I should even do that, because I was like, is this show even worth it? So then on top of that, not only did we not get paid, but we had to go to another rehearsal for that downtown, which we had to pay for our own downtown parking. And downtown parking, where I live, is expensive. It's not cheap. And then on top of that, we had to also pay for parking at the actual show. So not only are we not getting paid, but we are also paying all this money, because we would have probably, like, if I would have did, I would have probably at least spent, I want to say $60 to $80 doing it, because parking at the place was like $25, and parking downtown is like, I don't even know how much for each hour, because I don't even go downtown that often and park. So I was like, and then on top of that, I got to shave my facial hair. So I was like, is this worth it? Like, you know, I don't really think I should. I don't really think I should do this. Like, so I ended up calling and I was like, yeah, something came up, I can't do it. So I ended up not even doing the show. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not finna waste my money on something like that. And then on top of it, I'm not even getting paid, and you don't even care about how the show's looking. Like, people are coming to you saying things changed, and you saying you don't care. That don't make no sense. This is your show, you're supposed to care. So that threw me for a loop. Okay, then on top of that, I got another email. It was for this thing that's, it's like this grand festival for like people who are trying to get their talent exposed to other agencies or whatever. So it was like, oh, we, because I'm part of this agency, we get an honorable thing to perform in front of the person and possibly get, you know, selected or whatever. So I go and I'm nervous or whatever, so I'm thinking, oh, this is something big, da 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 da. We get a script and we had to do the model walk thing just like the first time. So I was like, okay. So we did the model walk, got that over with. Then I came up, walked to the desk, did my script, and got that over with. And they handed us a paper with a time on it. And I got that or whatever. So then before that, she was like, you know, if you receive a call with a time, da da da, that means that you've made it, and you know, you get to participate in this or whatever. So then when I received the time at the time of mine, I was like, did I get picked? You know, like, I'm thinking, did I get picked? Is this a specific time? I was like, what? And then I look over to the person next to me, they got a time, and I was like, okay. What are the odds that me and the person next to me get picked? Then I look and the people in front of me, like, I see their paper, they have a time. I was like, wait a minute. I got a time, you got a time, they got a time. Did we all get picked? Did we all just do this for nothing and automatically get picked? So I'm like, So after we perform stuff, they tell us about the cost. Now this is what made me think, oh yeah, we all got picked. So it was like, you have to pay a down payment of $500. On top of that, you have to pay for your own travel, which this place was not in my city or state at all. It was definitely about 6 hours away. You had to pay for your own travel, and you had to pay for your own hotel and your own food. And then on top of that, you have to pay $2,100 for talent. Now, I don't know what $2,100 for talent means, but I was like, $500 down payment, my own food, my own way to get there, and my own place to stay for a week. And then on top of that, $2,100. If I did that, I would have spent at least $4 grand doing whatever this festival thing is. So I was like, yeah, no. And you know, on top of that, she was kind of trying to pressure me into doing it, because like, she had called me, she's like, oh, you haven't came in to select your, you know, to come make your payments and stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Like, you know, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do that. She's like, oh, why not? Like, you know, please, it's a great opportunity, this, that, and that. I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to waste $5,000 after I just paid $895 and I haven't even gotten anything. Mind you, this was like 4 months after I had already paid and done those classes. So I hadn't gotten any word back until 4 months later to do an expo to pay even more money. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not really feeling that. And she was like, okay, well that's fine. We're gonna be doing another audition in the fall, so you can audition for that and then possibly go in the fall. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. In my head, I'm like, no, I'm not auditioning for nothing that's gonna make me pay $5,000. Come on now. So yeah, all that happened, and then again I go like a whole like almost I go the whole like a whole nother 4 months without hearing anything. Like, I'm getting emails from them, and it's like, oh, we have work for you. This is or like one time I got an email saying donate money to somebody else. I was like, you guys are sending me like you guys are sending me emails to donate money to someone else, and yet you guys haven't even like offered me any jobs. Like, what? So then like I got another email a couple times like, oh, this is another not festival, but another modeling experience. This is no pay resume builder, no pay resume builder, no pay resume builder. And I was like, okay, I'm tired of doing no pay resume building acts. Like, when are y'all gonna actually put, and on top of that, my pictures were supposed to be put on the website. My pictures didn't get put on the website until 5 months later, because now this happened at that same place where she told me to shave my mustache. I had walked up to her and I was like, hey, my pictures haven't been put up on the website yet, and she was like, oh, that's because I haven't received your measurements. And I was like, okay, well, do you think it's possible for me to do the measurements now since you're here and I don't really know how to do measurements? And she was like, no, I don't measure guys. I don't know how to do that. And I was like, huh? You know what? She was like, you have to do that on your own time. And then that's when she did the little circle and was like, but that gotta go, type thing. And I was like, this woman's being very disrespectful. Like, she was very disrespectful in that moment. I was like, huh? Like, I was stunned, and I don't want to make a scene because I was like, you know, this is my agency manager woman. I don't want to make her mad or anything, so I'm not gonna say anything. But now that I think about it, that was disrespectful to say to anybody. And you guys can leave a comment down below saying if it was or not. But yeah, that happened, and I got my stuff put up there because I had to physically go to someone else and ask for my measurements. She didn't even want to measure me. She said she doesn't measure males. I was like, you don't measure, like, all it was it's the same measurements as females, just like you just do chest instead of like breast. Like it was stupid. It didn't make any sense to me. So finally I got up on the website, still haven't received any work after then. I was like, okay, so my picture's sitting up here. I done paid all this money. You tried to get me to pay more money. I did some jobs, and they all are unpaid. My resume is, I'm not gonna say it's built enough, but at the same time, I'm tired of doing work for just resume builders, you know, or being an extra in something. Like one time I was an extra in something and I got $50. I was like, okay, that's cool, but you know, I'm trying to, you know. And then, you know, she's giving us these success stories about how, oh, such and such is going to Los Angeles, going to New York, going here. Not saying that I want to take their opportunities or anything, but it kind of seems like only certain people are given those opportunities for whatever reason. And I don't know what's going on inside. All I know is that majority of the people who have done this, I have never heard of them or seen them before. You know, majority of them that are on the website probably aren't even doing work with this agency anymore because they don't even provide enough work for the people to do, including me. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like I've been scammed out of this amount of money, and you know, it's been a year now, and I've only been given 2 jobs, and one of them was to be an extra, and the other one was for a resume builder. And other than that, I haven't been given much of anything. And you know, I'm just thinking, And then on top of that, she wants me to cut my hair. I'm like, can you give me audition first, and I can audition for something, and then they can tell me to cut my hair, and at least I know I'll have a job going into cutting my hair, because, you know, I like my hair, and I'm not just gonna cut my hair for free. Like, I'm not gonna cut all my hair off for free. Like, there's nothing being, it's like a give or take. Like, you have to give to take. So if she provided me with a job, I would give her my hair. Like, and that just didn't happen, and it hasn't happened recently at all. So I was like, wow, I've really been scammed out of $895. It's kind of crazy. And I also talked to my friend who he's doing acting right now, and he's doing pretty successful. Like, he's been on Coke commercials, all that. And he was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. If they ever ask you to do classes, don't do them, because that's a way for them to just scam you out of money, all this stuff. And I was like, wow, I wish I would have talked to you first before I paid $895 to do this. And yeah, so I was like, wow. He was like, yeah, that was probably, he was like, you probably should get out of that contract with them, which I'm gonna be in the process of doing. And yeah, that's how your boy was scammed out of his money. Still gonna achieve his acting dream. Don't ever think that's gonna deter him from doing that, because it's not gonna deter me at all. I feel like I need to move into a better city for acting, especially for black males. I feel like my city right now is not the best community for acting, because there's not really much opportunity here. But let's believe, if your boy gets up here on this YouTube game, woo, it's gonna be over. I'm gonna be in all the movies. No, I was playing, but yeah, no, like for real. Yeah, so I was scammed. See the smile? It's fake. I'm actually very mad. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Remember, if you guys want to get a shout out on my next video, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on my post notifications, and leave a comment down below related to the video. The best comment will receive a shout out in my next video. And yeah, I will see you guys next time on my YouTube.
Hello?
Hi.